We have a local activist, Nicholas D. Phillips. He's a member of the Industrial Workers of the World and Vice President of VCU Students for a Democratic Society. Is he here? Yeah. There he is. I'm turning.
Corporations and their bought and paid for politicians, both liberals and conservatives, are doing their routine activities. They're doing the routine thing. And what that is they're lying to us. They're saying that we don't have the money to continue programs that assist the poor, that train the unemployed, and that help the sick. They're saying we don't even have the money to allow you to make military budget.
Yeah.
And they try this crap on the local level too. They say they don't have the money to lower tuition for Richmond's college students. But they can dig up over $6 million to carry out a racist, classist gentrification of this here park.
Yes, sir.
And then they have the nerve to blame the unions for this country's economic troubles, conveniently leaving out the fact that only 12% of the American workforce is unionized. So for the millionth time in American history, the establishment is scapegoating a minority. And as these programs and the unions and consequently the workers themselves are put on the chopping block of the rich, the industrial workers of the world is fighting back. The Richmond IWW currently has members going to Wisconsin to show solidarity with the unions up there. We are providing free bag lunches to temp workers and educating them about their rights on the job. So, what are you doing to stand up for the rights of the working class? Well, whatever it is, it can only bring us so far. The industrial workers of the world, specifically the Richmond group, thinks that the solution to our problems is a general strike to shut down the criminal operations of the American government. In 1934, in San Francisco, the general strike unionized all of the ports on the West Coast. And this year in Egypt, the general strike brought an end to an autocracy. And we believe the general strike can help the workers of this country too. Because if it can bring down the Hosni Mubaraks of the world, it can bring down the Hosni Walkers as well.
Joined in his struggle, and this is the continuance of that struggle. This is a poem I wrote for everyone. My father is here with me, overworked and worked over. Father, the factory man, works tirelessly for his family. Christmas bonus and pension plan slashed and burned in the name of the bottom line. In the time of record profits. Factory dismantled, moved an hour out of town, union busted. Slashed and burned in the name of the bottom line in the time of record profits. Fear of financial instability, shackles to perpetrators of illusion and confusion, the jackals and the robber barons, their inhuman ambitions, expose them and spurn them in the name of humankind. When our breath is one, we sing the eternal song of freedom.
Because I know I'm full. I didn't prepare anything to say today, so I just have questions for you all. First question. Whose money is public money?
Our money.
So why isn't our decision what happens with it?
It is our decision.
It is. It is our decision. Democracy is not something that happens just on election day, right?
Right.
You have 200, 300,000 people show up in the streets of Wisconsin. Does that kind of maybe overrule someone who won the vote in their precinct by 163 votes?
Yes.
All right, good. Good answer to that first question.
Are we passing?
Are we passing? We'll see, we'll see. It's close counts on all this stuff, right? And I know for myself, not somebody who's into electoral politics, because I'm not somebody who's into politicians. But I learned a big lesson in Wisconsin. That vote came down to 2 idiotic Republicans who have been elected using our democratic process. I know I'm going to carry that forward with me, and I know as much as I do not like Democrats, I'm at least willing to use them as cannon fodder to build a wall against me and idiotic Republicans. Second question. There's a couple things we're addressing in the park today, right? Who all is here because they read about this on the internet through MoveOn.org? Awesome. The internet works, huh? Now, who all is here because they're fighting for the right for us to come together in Monroe Park because it's where people rally together around every kind of issue for decades, if not hundreds of years now? Great. This is awesome to see the connection between organizing on literally the street corner and camping out for our rights, and organizing on the World Wide Web and making our voices heard online in the real world. That's wonderful to see. The other thing I have to ask is, how many folks here support unions? Do you know that's illegal in the state of Virginia? Yes. Let's lock them all up right now. No one can take away your right to come together and make positive change in your community and your world. Governor Scott Walker in Wisconsin has tried to do it, and he is failing. Right here in Virginia, our union, the Union of Home Care Workers across Virginia, they did the exact same thing to us. Governor Bob McDonnell, when he came into office, he tried to eliminate the home care program entirely. Does anyone out there know anyone they're related to, their friends and family, who's ever had an illness, an accident where they needed care at home? Yeah. Yep. Governor Bob McDonnell said he did not care, and he wanted to cut off the services that person relies on. Is that right? Is that a death sentence for a lot of people in this state? Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm proud to tell you that members in this association, the Virginia Association of Personal Care Assistants, fought together, made sure that they saved Virginia's home care program last year. Yay! You know what the governor did? He cut off our dues deduction. We can't have members anymore. He tried to kill our union. He already knew we didn't have collective bargaining rights. That's what people in Wisconsin just lost. We lost all of our members overnight. Did that kill our union? No! That's right. We've got almost 450 union members signed back up across the state just in the past few months. We're not going to stop fighting for you all, and it's great to see that you all are not going to stop fighting for us. Solidarity forever!
Keep the park open, but also to fight for the homeless rights that have been just horribly, I'm at a lack for words. It's really frustrating. I've been homeless on and off most of my life. I'm 19 now, about to be 20. I've been homeless since I was 13. And we have no rights as far as a lot of people in the city are concerned. Almost all of the shelters have now been shut down for the summer, and the police are going out of their way to bust up homeless camps, which is not something we stand for anymore. And so if you guys would be willing to come hang out, we'll be here every day, all night, and we could really use some support. Thanks.
Show me what democracy looks like.